it was just the like deep breath that we needed. Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am Aileen and this is Life as Aileen. I share about homeschool, cooking, and a little bit of travel. Today, I just want to do a little bit of a December recap and plans for January. I meant to create a video about my Christmas school plans and I dropped the ball. So let's talk about Christmas school and what I ended up doing, and then I'll tell you my January plans. So I was really unsure about what to do for Christmas school and what book to read aloud this year. I love doing a Christmas themed book to read with my kids, and then some kind of Christmas school, but I just wasn't sure what to do. So I figured it out. And what we went with is, for the book, which I already returned to the library, so I can't show it to you, is A Boy Called Christmas, which also got turned into a movie on Netflix, and nobody had watched it. So that was kind of perfect. We read the book, we really enjoyed it, and then we watched the movie, and it is a series of books. I think there's 3 or 4. So we may or may not read more of those in the future on Christmas. We'll see. But it was a really good book. We enjoyed it. We kind of slowed down for December. We didn't do any history or science or any of that. I just kind of put a pause on it. We did continue with our math and language arts and our read alouds. We did pause on our book club books and our Blossom and Root lit studies for December, and just really focused. I say December, but right after Thanksgiving is when we started. So end of November into December, and we schooled all the way until the week before Christmas. But we just went really slow, enjoyed the book. I read it aloud. I didn't use the audiobook. My 2 older kids actually helped read aloud some, so that was really wonderful, especially for my 4th grader. She's really gaining her confidence, which is wonderful. So now she can practice reading aloud. And for our Christmas study, I ended up going with A Connected Christmas from Treehouse Schoolhouse. She also has a set of nature studies that I absolutely love, and I'm not really an outdoor nature person. Our nature studies are done inside the house, which is totally my speed. Printed it out and bound it a fast way with these guys. And I stopped checking off. This was like my checklist of like when I was going to be finished, what day I was on, but I did actually finish. I just didn't check off that last week because I was in Christmas mode, I guess. But I really loved it. It was wonderful. It was Bible-based, so if you are not Christian, this probably wouldn't be the best fit for you. Although you could skip the Bible piece because there's other stuff in it. So let me just show you really quick, because it was really, really lovely. It was a lovely way to spend our December. So she's got all of her book list here. It's just 3 weeks, and I spread it out over 4 weeks because 2 of my kids go to an on-site enrichment program on Fridays, so we couldn't do 5 days a week. But I spread it out over 4 weeks. She's got all of her materials needed and book lists, and this really nice grid, which I like. And included with the study, so she has the Bible section with scripture, memory, copy work, and recitation. And then down here, there is a carol or a hymn. So we listen to a different Christmas carol every week, and I did print it out and put it in our morning menu so they could read and sing along. But my kids, I found them just like singing the songs randomly all month long, and even now in January, which just warms my heart. I love, she does that with her nature study as well. There's a different song every week, and it's nice because, you know, my son might just sit there and listen to it. My girls are singing and my toddler was dancing around. So it's got everyone kind of engaged in a different way, and I'm singing along, and it's just like a fun family moment. So we did the hymns. There was a poem for each week, an artist study, and then what was really cool, and this is why I say even if you are not Christian, you could still absolutely use this curriculum, is you could do all of these things: the music, the poetry, the artist study, and then there's a read aloud for every day and a corresponding project. We did not do all of these, and that's okay. I ordered all the books from the library. We did not get to all of them. I picked and chose what I wanted to do depending on how our day was feeling, because I wanted December to just be really like family time, and and there's so much activities going on. But so she's got the whole schedule here, Monday through Friday, and then behind that in each week with pictures, which is I really like, because there's some curriculums from creators you can buy that I enjoy, but they don't have pictures, like step-by-step pictures. And sometimes I need that. Like, I need the visual, or else I'm looking it up on someone else's blog, which I can do, but it just takes more time. It's nice to have it all in one place. So we did do the woven placemats, and it corresponded with the book, which was Christmas Tapestry, which, by the way, almost every single picture book that we read made me cry. They're very touching Christmas stories. They're not soft and fluffy Christmas stories. Like, it's not like Big Bird celebrates Christmas. They're really well thought out and well chosen books. Soap carving, which also went with a book. Gingerbread cookies, which we didn't end up making. String twig trees, which we did. So that's just week one. Like, there was so much in here. We did not get to all of it. We could absolutely use this again this next year and read different books and do different crafts. And it was just, it was a lovely time. I had a great time. My kids had a great time. We had a really good Christmas break. Now we're back at it, but it was just the like deep breath that we needed. So it was great. So that's what we did for Christmas. Now, on to January. So I have really, really been struggling with science. I shared at the beginning of the year in my family picks video that we were going to do Real Science Odyssey Physics, and it was like this big hefty book, and we lasted 3 weeks, if that. It's for us, it was just too slow, and I've always done unit studies with the kids and jumped around and learned all the different things. I really want to have some kind of open and go year-long curriculum like I've found for history, we do for math, we do for English, but it's just not, it just was not the right fit for us. We loved their astronomy, but I managed to do it in like 2.5 months with them. Like, we didn't do it for even the whole semester. And doing physics for a year just was not going to jive. So what I ended up doing, I ordered the Crunch Labs box by Mark Rober. I got that for my son, which does like physics and engineering. It's like a subscription box. He has like a video explaining the concept, and then they build something similar to a Kiwi crate. It seems to be a little bit better quality, because if you've done Kiwi crates, which my girls do Kiwi crates, well, one does Tinker, one does Kiwi crate, but they're all by KiwiCo. Their stuff breaks like instantly. Like, I don't know if we're going to continue with it after our subscription ends, because I really like their projects. They're really cool, but they've been breaking on us a lot. So that's been a challenge. But they also really love them. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm on the fence about KiwiCo. But Crunch Labs has been great. It's very similar in that you get all of the pieces, and there's a booklet you can follow, but you can also follow along with the video. He prefers the booklet, but I asked him to still watch the video so he can see the concepts. And then they build it, like he's built like a tripwire, which was really cool. And they have these little gears that you have like this page, and you put the little gears on, and at the end of the year, he's filled the whole thing with all the gears for all the projects that he's completed. So my son, my 6th grader, is doing that. And he is the one that I was really worried about as far as not touching all of the scientific subjects. I know he'll get that stuff as he gets older, but as he's moving into middle school, it is something I feel more pressure on myself to make sure that I am meeting his academic needs. And I felt like I wasn't. So he's doing that. I feel like he's getting something out of that. And I'm still waffling about science. So what I ended up doing for fall was the Treehouse Schoolhouse Nature Study. And we did it a couple years ago, and it's lovely. And my son likes it, and my daughters like it. And we read some books about animals and nature, and we listen to the song, and she has this hand rhyme, and she does the videos on her YouTube channel, and we follow along and do the hand rhyme, and I put it all in their morning menus. So we did that for fall. And then for January, my plans are to do geography, because we haven't done any geography this year. We're going to do a country study, and we're going to tie in with that the country specific animals, and a biome that's relevant to the country. So what we're studying is Australia. And so we're going to learn all about Australia and the geography of it. We might touch a little bit on the Aboriginals, and we're going to learn about coral reefs, and we're going to learn about all the Australian animals, and we're going to read all the books, and we're going to watch some cool videos. And I'm finally excited about teaching science to my kids again. And that's stuff that they love. So I know that they'll be engaged. So we're just going to keep doing that. And I don't know what February holds, but that's what I'm doing for January. I have done an Australia student study with them before. A few years ago, we did Beautiful Feet books around the world with picture books, which was also lovely. But I just felt like it didn't have enough. And some of their book choices my kids were kind of bored with. So I'm kind of doing my own thing. I did pull from Little School of Smith's list because she did country studies last year. And so she has like a blog post for each country she did. And she also did biomes. So I'll make sure I link below her blog post about it because it's full to the brim of ideas. So I pulled from that. I pulled from Pinterest a little bit. I did also get some printables from, I think it's Stephanie Hathaway, for the marsupials and coral reefs. So I'll link those as well. They're very inexpensive, like $6 or $7. So I printed those out, and that's our plan for January. So wish me luck because I need to focus on science with my kids again. We're going to pick up history again, but that's, Curiosity Chronicles is very open and go. We are still happy with that curriculum. I like that it has the workbook that goes with it, so I can kind of pick and choose what my kids do with that. My older son kind of does everything in the workbook. My first grader does the coloring page and maybe one other thing. And my fourth grader does the vocab and the puzzle. So it's nice because it has stuff that I can make work for all of my levels of children. We really enjoy the audiobook. We don't use the hardcover book at all. I thought we would use it to look at the pictures, but we haven't been. So I probably don't need to buy it for the next level if we end up sticking with it. But that's working really well for us. I'm happy with that. We're going to continue with our books. For January, we are doing Finding Langston for our Blossom and Root, and What's the Big Idea, Ben Franklin, for our book club book. So we'll be reading those as well. And that's it. That's December and January and all of our plans. And I would love to hear what your plans are. What did you do for Christmas school? Did you do Christmas school? Did you just treat it like another month of the year? I'd love to hear what you do in your homeschool. So please let me know below in the comments. And if you could please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, that would be greatly appreciated. I'll see you next time. Bye.